always thinking that you're not enough. You set the bar so high you think you'll never measure up. Don't have a clue how I love you. You're always thinking that our love may leave. There's a million other girls, you bet are better for me. You don't have a clue how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt a feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. You put my heart back together when the pieces running hide. I've seen you smile a million times, but the way it shines still feels brand new. Oh, how I love you. I bet you don't believe it, but I kinda love the sound of you screaming at the TV when they miss the bar down. It's impossible not to. Oh, how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt a feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. How I love you. Yeah, you can hold me close till the train till I'm old. It'll never get old of me. But I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. And I never felt the feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. I still love you on the days when I don't say it too well. I love you even when you just can't love yourself. And even on the worst days, you're the best damn thing I've ever locked into. That's how I love you. That's how I love you. That's how I love you.
All right, Kinsman. Now it's time for an embarrassing Klomp story, and you witnessed this in person. So
I witnessed this in person. Yes,
Right.
we were down in your neck of the woods.
yes,
And I don't want to steal your thunder here.
Yeah.
You paint the picture here, because I was like, "What the heck is this guy
well,
doing?"
I needed to go to the post
Yeah,
office, which
yeah.
we don't have home delivery here in Porcupine. We actually have to go to the post
Yeah.
office. And you were over at my place and we were working. So I'm like, can you give me a ride? So no problem. So I go into the post office, you wait in your car,
Yeah.
and then I come out, I'm looking at a couple things, and I go, okay, I'm ready to go home now. And I'm sitting in someone else's car. He goes,
Yeah.
"Wrong car
I
there."
saw you get in. Me being, probably, this is probably, if we could replay this,
Yeah.
a normal person would probably roll down the window and say, "Hey, Klomp, wrong car." I had the
You let
window
me.
still up. I'm watching you. I'm like, is he getting into this car? And sure enough, you almost sat in. Did you actually physically sit in the seat?
Oh, I got in, I shut the door, and I'm having a conversation who I thought was you, and I'm still going through the mail. I'm like, oh, more bills. Oh, what's the hydro this month? And the guy goes, wrong car there, bud. I'm like, oh, sorry about that. So
was it cleaner than my car? Probably a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, there was no donut on the steering wheel. Yeah, his car was cleaner. So that, that's
nice.
Sometimes I don't know how I get through in life, but I do these things all the time there, pal. But you intentionally let me do that.
Well, that's the thing, right? I should have been a better friend, worker, and said, "Hey, Klopp, wrong car." But no, I'm sitting there. I'm surprised I didn't film it. But it's one of those, as they call, it's the knucklehead moments of the day there.
Janice is in Facebook jail again. Again? Or with her new account?
Yeah, Janice needs to open up about 3 or 4 accounts just to have them rotating.
Oh, Janice, believe it or not, I've already used that So Janice gave me 2 free lockout coupons. I've already used that second coupon because, here's another story about Klomp. I went, you and I get up early, about 6 a.m. I'm at the Circle K, and I locked my keys in my car again. I don't know how I just don't know. We have, I can't wait. I can't wait for Mitch to come on because
Mitch
and Jean. I got
lots of things have happened in that man's life, and again, you heard it. Wondering what the theme song to our song intro for tonight's show. That is "How I Love You," the new track, which is ripping up the charts. Again, Mitch Jean creating magic, and again, he's going to join us to talk about that magic and more.
All right, pal. Well, are you ready for Mitch?
Let's bring Mitch Jean on.
Here we go. There he is, Mitch Jean.
Hey Mitch.
It's better than the last show when we were calling him Mitch Jean.
That's right.
We're one up now.
We've corrected that since that was last year's fumble.
Right.
And, this year we're on the right page here.
Honest mistake.
I would look at his setup there, Kinsman. I feel like this would be it. We should go to his house and have a couple beers and just hammer on these drums for a couple hours.
Yeah. You might want to ask Paul permission first, though. But
right, okay.
We won't tell him. We won't tell him.
we won't tell him. I feel like there's a lot of fun times right behind you happening. Am I right?
Yeah, this is where I do my Cheers to Friday every night. You can see that ring light behind me. This is where that's where the camera is. This is where we rehearse the band. We get ready for shows. This is where I write music. This is where I kind of produce the demos, ready for the studios. And this is where we sit down and we chat music. And this is where I work, basically. This is where I spend all of my days when I'm not performing somewhere.
This is your home studio. And again, you signed on with, is it Willow Sound Music? That's your label. You signed on with them back before, basically when COVID started. So was COVID the kick to get you motivated more to put music in the forefront?
Well, I signed with Willow Sound Records.
Willow Sound Records, yes.
In summer of 2020. So it was in the midst of it was smack in the middle of the pandemic. I was with someone else before that, and just for different reasons, for many reasons, it didn't work out. And I was looking for someone else to kind of team up with and to help me get to that next level. So finally, with the help of, indirectly helped by Rosewood, because they were signed with them.
Same label.
And I knew they were signed with them. So I sent a demo to the label, and I had a meeting with them, and we kind of hit it off right away. And that's and it's that song there was All I Ever Need, my previous release. That's the first song that I released with the label. Yeah. So it's been going great so far with them.
Yeah, I love your passion, and I've had the pleasure of seeing Mitch perform live. I hope I see him many more times. I'm wondering, and I think our mentalities are sort of at sync. So, Mark and I are guys, we always get told, you guys are, you guys are always out there. You're pushing it quick. It's always like at a 100%. And I tell people, like, we're in our mid to late 40s. We found something we're very passionate about now. And I feel like this age, it's now or never. It's not the time to look at yellow lights. You either go for it or you don't. And I feel like you're very passionate, and you feel like you're at your stage of your career, like you raised your family, you got a beautiful family, everyone's happy, everyone's settled. Now's the time just to drive it at 110% and go for it. I feel like you're at this like same sort of mentality as we are.
I think we're thinking the same thing. About 5-6 years ago, when I had this urge to kind of go back into music, when, like you said, the kids were growing up. Jaden, my son, was 12 at the time. He wanted to start learning to play music. So, I said, well, this is perfect time for me to get back into it and teach him how to kind of do this. And but it was scary because, you're raised with, you're conditioned that like, no, you can't do this. This is not a real job. But but I think with the internet and social media and all this kind of stuff, and YouTube, with all these people posting videos and motivational stuff, and it's a lot of resources now that it's easy to access all this info, and you can learn about it, and then you gain confidence to kind of, that's how I did it anyways. Like then I started to realize, you know what, like I'm 40 years old, but who gives a crap?
That's right.
It's now or never, or
that's it. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And like Mark was mentioning it before, the last couple of years have been difficult on everyone to different degrees, but you have capitalized on it, especially with this humongous following and loyal fan base that you have with your live streaming, never mind with the record company and your singles, but specifically like during COVID, when people were at home, you had these Cheers to Fridays, and you really brought some joy and happiness and positivity to people's life. So to me, I felt like you really grasped this. You took a situation, it wasn't the best. We all know that, but you really took an opportunity there. And was that your mind frame? Listen, I got to get out the live streams, play some music, show people some of my new stuff, and just have fun.
Well, for me, playing music is performing, and that's like, I love studio, I love recording, I love writing, I love all this stuff. But the best part of it is performing with and connecting with people. And and then that's, the pandemic came, and it's like, oh geez, like no more shows, all the shows were being canceled. So yeah, definitely it was right away, okay, let's do this live thing. I learned how to do the live streaming, and all the technology around it and all that kind of stuff, and I just, it's, and now I still do it because I have people listening and tuning in from all over the world.
Yeah.
So if I don't do that live stream, they don't, I don't get to connect with them. So maybe one day I'll be touring the world, but I don't.
Right.
At least I got social media that I can do that right away.
Well, you got to start somewhere. And again, when you started your Cheers to Friday, you had the odd sponsor, but now your sponsors, you're getting a lot of local support.
That's right.
Noticing a lot of big names attached to your show, supporting your music.
Tons of support, and I'm so grateful for it. And tons of support. And it's I'm gonna try to do this as long as I can. Even if I'm playing somewhere, I'll do the live stream from there, or I'll do it. I'm not sure, but I'll do the best I can to do it every Friday.
It is. And last summer, I had the opportunity to see you perform live, and I think it was your first, or maybe close to your first, opportunity to get in front of a live audience in a while, and you could just feel the energy, because live streams are awesome. We do a live stream show, but when you get in front of an actual audience and people are laughing and
makes a big difference.
Like that's just adrenaline at the max, correct?
Oh yeah, that's a feeling. I guess the first time I ever did that when I was a teenager, and that's the feeling I always look for when I play live. But definitely, yes, that was at a camping site here in Cochrane.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was one of the first. It might have been like the second or third last summer, which was, you know, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was an awesome time, and you know, I,
yeah,
I think you had planned like maybe to play a couple hours, but it went way beyond that because people were just having way.
3-4 hours straight. I never stopped. It was so like I never wanted to stop. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, one person's like, Mitch, I have a request. And he goes, okay, what is it? And they listed like 94 songs. I'm like, oh, let's play them. Might as well.
He's gonna play them all. No breaks at all. No, you don't see him getting up to go to the washroom. He's you know, as they say, you've got the passion, and it definitely shows when you're, you know, out there performing. And you know, seeing your list now that things are getting back to a bit of normalcy. You know, you were in, you know, Iroquois Falls and Moonbeam to start the year off. You've got dates set for, you know, Cochrane later on in the summer. You've got some festivals again.
Yeah.
You know, you're like a horse frothing at the bit. It must be so exciting to actually, you know, look forward to all these dates.
It is, and there's a lot of more shows coming that are in the works right now that I can't talk about, but it's going to be announced soon. And hopefully we're looking at some southern shows there. We're working on that right now.
So now, those TBAs, you can't give us any hints on that. Is that against rules and regs?
Well, I have I can't tell you where.
Yeah, Kinsman.
But we'll be the first to find out.
Yeah. Don't worry. Mark's always trying to get people in trouble for the benefit of our show, and that's why I love him so much.
No, just a little tease. We don't have to tell the exact venue.
Yeah,
like we have the dates, but we'll have to wait and find out. We just need to follow Mitch's you know, website and follow.
A lot of northern dates this summer. A lot of northern dates, and yeah, like I said, we're working on something for during the South Corridor. There's the hint, the corridor, 401 corridor.
Wow, there it is. There, are you happy now, Mark? Or what? You got
I'm happy.
Something out of them. Okay.
Well, we have a few folks that you know, tune in from the GTA. You know, the Jeff and Donna Arscotts who watch frequently. So they just might watch a Mitch Jean show. Why wouldn't they?
Of course,
they will. Definitely.
Because I think I can talk about this because there's a new song in the works. It's already done. The song is recorded. It's ready to go. We're just waiting for the right time to release it, and we're planning on filming the video down south. So that's what we're planning right now. The video and some shows around that date at the same time. So
there we go.
Coming soon.
I love it.
Super.
Awesome. Yeah. He's going at 1,000%, Kinsman. You have to.
You got to go again. As my late grandfather used to say, you can sleep when you're dead. So give her hell and just give her shit.
Kinsman, Bon Jovi said that, not your grandmother.
Well, my grandfather was a Bon Jovi fan.
Okay, fair enough.
There you go.
I have a question for you. So, you know, I've interviewed your son. He's super talented, and he's living his own path and his dream, and you know, big things. When you're obviously you and your son have a very close relationship, what's the percentage between when he says, Dad, I need you to listen to something? How much is it a dad mode and how much is it like musical giving your feedback mode? Because, you know, they're probably two different things. As dad mode, you support him no matter if he's singing happy birthday. But musical, like you may say some constructive feedback. What's the percentage there?
Yeah, that's a great question. We actually went through this a long time ago because obviously, yes, like for instance, my work, whenever I'm working on something, I never show it to my family because their only job is to say, what a beautiful song, I love it, what a beautiful voice, you're the greatest. But it doesn't really help the creative process of what you're doing, right?
You need more constructive criticism is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. So my son knows that when I tell him I'm super proud of him no matter what, and I tell him that all the time. But when it's about music, when he asks me for critic on his music, I have to be honest. I have to be honest, and I guide him from there, and we build there's no wrong ideas, or it's you just, you know, take what's the strongest and then use that and then make it go forward kind of thing and build from that. So yeah, that's our relationship. It's he knows, you know, unless he just wants to like the father vibe. Yeah, okay.
Dad, tell it to me straight as in dad mode here. Now tell it as a constructive, as
a producer,
an inconsiderate fan or someone out there with real constructive,
Well, it's working because, you know, he's very talented and he's following it. And I love, like, I know he plays with you a lot, but he's also building his own path.
He wants to kind of branch off now more towards his own thing, and I encourage him to do so because I think he needs that just to kind of find himself and to build his own, you know, develop his own style. And he wants to be a singer and a front man, so he kind of has to go towards that. And
and then Mark will take some of his lyrics and pretend his grandparents made it up.
There you go.
There you go. Your great uncle said living on prayer too, I think. Okay, whatever. That went way over. Okay, so we love the new song, and you're going to hear it a lot tonight. It's at the audio versions at the beginning and end of our show. When we thank everyone for joining. But Kinsman, do you know this? We have the video queued up, and we definitely want to chat about it after we play it. And I love this video. Nice. I think, like, if I ever get into the doghouse at home, I'm playing this video. I'm like, hey, listen.
Well, hey, you need wedding, song ideas, wedding singers. Looking on your website, Mitch, it's you've got a button there to book. Mitch Jean. So maybe you can sing one at the altar for Jamie and Terry.
I sure can.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking if I go to Vegas, I'll just have Mitch follow, and he can sing that song on loop to us as we go. So, Mark, we're gonna chat about it after we play the video. Mitch, Mark, you want to get into like your old job style and introduce this or what?
All right, ready to go. Let's see if I can still do this. Right, year and a bit ago now, Mitch. Here we go. Ready to debut live on Kins and Klomp Live. This is the video for Mitch Jean, How I Love You on Kins and Klomp Live.
You're always thinking that you're not enough. You set the bar so high you think you'll never measure up. Don't have a clue how I love you. You're always thinking that I love and leave. There's a million other girls you bet are better for me. You don't have a clue how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt the feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. You put my heart back together when the pieces running hard. I've seen you smile a million times, but the way it shines still feels brand new. Oh, how I love you. I bet you don't believe it, but I kinda love the sound of you screaming at the TV when they miss the bar down. It's impossible not to. Oh, how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt a feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. just a train till I'm old. It'll never get old to me. But I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet, and I never felt the feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never wanna lose. I still love you on the days when I don't say it too well. I love you even when you just can't love yourself. And even on the worst days, you're the best damn thing I've ever logged into. That's how I love you. That's how I love you. That's how I love you.
There we go. There, that. Oh, and then we'll put that was tremendous.
Tremendous. Do you want me to back sell it? My old days. How the song would have ended? It would have said, "There's the new track from Mitch Jean, How I Love You," ripping up the charts on Spotify. It's amazing, Mitch. This song, obviously, the star of the video. What a beautiful video. Shooting, lyric wise, video wise, you can see why it's resonating with so many people who have seen it. I don't think I've seen one terrible review on it. All amazing. It's just an amazing song.
Thank you. Yeah.
It really is, and there's probably like you've written many songs, but it doesn't get better to write a love note to the love of your life and being able to showcase that in a visual medium.
Right. This song was actually not written by me though. This song was written by. That's right. This song was written by Brianna Tyson and Andrew Parton. And they are part of the Willow Sound record and the syndicates.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're all a big group of songwriters and producers and artists. So we all write together. We have like sessions, writing sessions, and all that kind of stuff. And this song was by Brianna Tyson, which she's a songwriter in Nashville, and then Andrew is from Ottawa. And he's part of the syndicate as well. And when they pitched the song, I totally fell in love with the song right away. And then it was just a piano track and a singer that they chose to do the demo.
Yeah.
And we took the song, and they asked me to sing the song. So I just took my guitar and kind of started making it my own. And they said, "You got to make this song. You got to make this song, and please produce this song." So we went ahead and we just started to kind of shape the song and make it come to life, because I resonated so much with the song that's basically what I wanted to tell my wife, kind of thing. So
such a great job, and must be like, is it nervous when you're singing a song for someone else? Obviously getting the accolade from them and saying, you know what, you sang it the way they envisioned it. It's got to be a good old, a good feeling.
Yeah, they I guess they love it. So they really fell in love with the song after I did it and all that kind of stuff. So we're a big team, and we create amazing music.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, your wife is the main character in the video. A beautiful tribute to her. Now, when you did the edits or you selected the video, obviously this is a lot of home type video footage. How much was your wife involved in the creative process? Because it does showcase her, and often when you want to showcase someone, they get involved because it showcases them. Or did you just surprise her with it?
I surprised her with it because she's not really part of the creative team. She's part of the she does a lot of help and she support and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to producing and the music creation, that we have our creative team that we so we don't really want to, hey, look at this, look at what we have, and then they get attached to that, and then when you change something, they're like, oh, why did you change it?
They like the other piece or the other verse better. So it's better to keep them out of it until the end.
Until the end, because there's many reasons why we change things and all this kind of stuff. No, it was more of a surprise thing at the very end, and then she loved it.
Yeah, it's tremendous. I love the popcorn dumping over the head because I assumed there must have been some sports or something on the TV,
hockey,
and I get
hockey game.
Yeah, hockey, right? Yeah, of course, it was a hockey game. Yeah.
Who are you cheering for, Mitch? You cheer for Montreal?
I'm a Montreal guy.
Yeah.
Montreal guy, always been. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I was last night. So,
oh, you're Leaf. I'm a Senators fan, so we're right there with the Earthworms with the Habs. Like we're right at the bottom. So what?
I love the Canadian teams.
Yeah, we got to do it. Okay, so obviously 2022 brings you back on the road and touring, gonna get you back in the studio.
Yes.
Do you have any plans to, and I think we chatted about this before, but obviously like we have an awesome community and big support in this community, but for someone like in your music, you have to get down to Nashville at some point or return to Nashville and because that's really the heartbeat of country music for the world, correct?
It is, but I'm not trying to compete with Nashville. My sound is different than Nashville. It's more of a Canadian rock, country rock type music. Definitely, I want to go. I will be going down to Nashville this year to write with some amazing writers down there, and I'm gonna go because part of the Syndicate Music. The owner of that sister company, that's because there's a Nashville branch and then there's the Ottawa branch for Willow Sound Records, and Debbie Zavidson, who is the owner of the Nashville branch, I've met her at the CCMA last year, but I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna meet her again there, and we're just gonna do our thing and network and write some music, and definitely. But I mean, to compete in Nashville, I'm not there yet. I have to kind of focus more on Ontario and Quebec.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Small steps, and then you make the big
leap. Right. I am 46 years old.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hey, you're in the club on this show. Trust me. I'm 47.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. It's hard to compete with the 20-year-olds.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, listen, you're in good shape, nice looking dude. You got nothing to worry about there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
the thing is the journey is what I love to do.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely bringing a lot of happiness, and we see it all the time, and we follow your live streams, and that's, you do it because you're passionate about it, but you also, if someone can watch it for a couple hours or turn on the live stream for an hour and a half and just forget about maybe some not okay things that are going on in their world, that must be extremely satisfying.
Yeah,
for that.
It is. Very grateful.
Yeah, there it is. And we got to get him performing here in Timmins, Mark.
Yes, well, I saw the comment from Benji over at Full Beard. He says hashtag Full Beard at stage. So maybe we can maybe see Mitch Jean grace the stage. They just did new renos at Full Beard Brewing, so you'd fit nicely in there.
I think my brother-in-law played there last night. Eric Gerard, I think.
Eric Gerard, yes, he did.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah,
definitely up for playing there.
Yeah, I think that would be. Oh, look at this. Yes, performing in Timmins is a must. So
it's a must.
Yeah, we definitely have to see him here, Kinsman. What do you if you couldn't play music, what do you think you'd be doing in this world?
If I couldn't play music, I'd be like an astronomer or something. I love space.
Yeah,
I love astronomy.
Yeah. It's you know what, like it's a commonly, and Benji from Full Beard said let's chat, so there you go. Let's give him a shout, Mitch, and get that book. But it's a very common question: what would you do without job X? But if you're so passionate about job X, it becomes a difficult question because you can't imagine yourself doing anything else.
Right. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You could say, yeah, mailman, astronomer. Like I always joke, but I think I'd be a great Walmart greeter, and people laugh. But I would love, especially the people that look miserable.
Talk everybody's ear off. They're like, I need to go and get my items, Klomp.
Yeah, I would do it.
Too long.
You know, someone looks
miserable on the way out. You'd be checking everybody's receipt. Do you sure you've got 75 items in that cart?
Yeah,
you would have
your bosses would tell you, okay, stop talking to these people too long. We need them to go shopping.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'd probably be fired on my third day, but it is a hard, and I think it's a good question because it's hard because, you know, if you're passionate about what you do, then usually those folks find the most success.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about, like, if it wouldn't be in music at all, you're saying?
Yeah, no music.
Okay. Well, maybe I'd be teaching something. I love to teach. Like I teach my music students, and I love teaching.
There he is.
Probably
he could teach us guitar, like lesson 1.
Guitar and maybe spoons for me. I don't know if you'd want to see me tackle an instrument, but maybe with Mitch's help, I just might be able to do a few strums of the guitar. Who knows?
No, probably not.
No. You'd be surprised what you can do.
No confidence from Klomp at all there, man. But, you know, I know looking at your schedule, you've got a lot of a few to be announced dates, but a couple, if people are looking to find you, you've got the Porcus Music Fest you're performing at this year, and you're also performing at Smooth Truck Fest. Those are some big dates to mark off on the calendar.
That's right. And then we have, well, the August is full. There's 2 more dates that I can't tell you right now, but there's 2 more coming up. And in the near future, in the May, end of May-ish, will probably be the release of, I'm not sure if I can say this, but we're tentatively trying to maybe release the next song. But
okay, nice. There you go. Does he see how happy Mark got there? He got another breaking comment there.
No, we don't want him to lose his footing.
Label,
we don't want your record label. They're holding their phones right now. Okay, Mitch. Okay, they're putting the phone down now. Okay, he's good. He's good. He didn't leak anything out there yet. But you know, it's amazing that 2 hot acts in Northern Ontario. Yourself with Rosewood Avenue. It's great that Willostown Records has found some amazing talent here in the north.
When you go on tour, whether it's yourself or your band, I know you tour with your band almost all the time. You have a lot of amazing originals that people love, but then you're thinking, there's also some covers that really get people going too. So obviously the set list, you got an idea what you're going to play before you go on tour, but how do you work out that balance
of originals and covers?
Yeah, like do you go, okay, I'm going to play, hypothetically saying 20 songs. I don't know how many, but say 20. Do you go, I go 10 and 10, or I go like, how do you work that out?
Well, it's been so far. I've heard that some venues want mostly covers, but I haven't had this problem yet. Basically, I've been lucky so far that I can play all my originals all the time, which I love to do because they're original songs, obviously. Sometimes if it's more of a party show type show, I won't play Paper Crown King, which is one of my songs, but it's more of a sad song. Maybe I won't play that one. I'll replace it with more of a happy cover or something. So it depends on the venue, but we always try to get the originals in there.
Yeah,
because ultimately that's why I play music, is to play my originals.
And me personally, like as a listener, I always love to hear the originals because I want to find out. The covers are great, and you're throwing your beer in the air because it's a song you heard a million times. But I always love to hear the originals because that's, like you said, that's what you're most passionate about, and that to me, that showcases the artist's talent at its fullest because it's their music, you know, that they creatively driven.
Yeah,
So
I'm the same way. When I go see an artist play, when they play originals, I really appreciate that, and you know, I listen, and because you know that there's the artist at work. That's their true.
That is your true craft.
True.
And again, yeah, it's like you know, performing it, you know, with no one is different. Then there's got to be that little bit of a, you know, the thinking process thing. Like, okay, here comes my new song. You're thinking, okay, I hope they like it, right? And then you know, there's no turning back.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. No, you really hear like when an artist is playing his own song or her own song.
Yeah.
It's really you know, okay, this is their personality. This is this person. This is this artist. And when it's a cover, well, you're thinking of the artist that released that cover, whether they wrote it or not, right? So definitely we try the originals as much as we can.
Mark, sure. I'm sure Mark knows this answer because I know he's a huge follower. Do you have an old Gibson acoustic by chance?
I have a Gibson acoustic, but it's not old.
Oh,
Mark wants my Gibson. That's why
he does. I know. I knew he was up the
He has one of my acoustics. Actually, the acoustic that I played at the campground when you were there.
Mm-hmm. He has it.
He has it.
Right.
And I signed it for him, and he's got that one.
Oh, look, he's like, he's telling me he was asking Joanne who's watching.
Yes, I
don't know.
Okay, sorry, Mark.
Okay, well, I got confused too. I thought he was asking Mitch, but okay, well,
all those going on there in the comments.
Yeah, you work, so obviously, like you mentioned, you teach music, and part of obviously you need to have the skill set to either perform or write music, sing music. But then there's the stage presence, also part of music, where it has to be an entertaining show. Can you teach that also to inspiring musicians, or they got to sort of have that?
No, you can teach it. It's a skill. It's something you can practice and learn and develop and grow as you play. The more shows you play, when you practice, when you rehearse with your band or alone, rehearse as if you would be playing the show. You know, practice your patterning between the songs, what you're going to say, how to order your songs. You know, the order of the songs matter. Don't waste time between songs. You know, don't have no dead space. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all these little things, all the little details count. Your stage presence, your energy, eye contact, look people, you know, smile, have fun, look comfortable. It's right. You know, it's definitely something that you don't have to be born with that. Some kids are like, you know, and
you probably get better each show, you know, as you get more, you know, confident behind, you know, the mic. You'll throw in more, you know, personal jabs. If you're in a different city, you'll add, you know, city tie-ins.
You do. Did you guys ever do stand-up comedy?
Well, Jamie does.
Yeah.
Jamie. Yeah. So Jamie, what's the first rule? When you have your mic stand right there, what do you do?
Oh, well, the first thing I always do is like get an idea of reading the audience.
Right.
The first thing I always do, but I do make eye contact with the audience, and I try to pick out a couple of things I sort of noticed before I came up to make it more personalized.
Right.
That's what interaction is extremely important to me. No matter whether it's online here, playing music, the more you can connect with people, the more chance they'll be engaged in what you're doing.
Exactly. And if you know your mic stand, move it on the side.
Yeah.
You know, it's all these little things.
Well, you know, it was weird with one of the stand-up comedy sets I did. It was like when COVID first started and they brought in this plexiglass. You probably did it.
Oh yeah.
No, I was at okay, I had this plexiglass and I was doing a show at the Manita, but the way the lighting came in with the plexiglass, it was like looking in a mirror. All you could see is you talking to yourself. It was like the weirdest thing.
No.
Yeah, it like that really threw me off. And I'm like,
it's a little bit like live streaming, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but you didn't expect that at a live show. So
Yeah, right.
this whole plexiglass thing, I'm certainly glad to see that go. But yeah, you definitely have to build a connection. But it's not always the same, right? It could be a different audience that's a different age, or it could be a different type of a venue or ceremony. So what worked Friday night may not work Saturday night.
No, like for instance, I did a show here in Cochrane, the 49th parallel, and it was a kind of a bar show. So our set list was kind of structured for that type of energy, and it's bang 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 all the way through, and eye energy, and speaking really loud and making people yell and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the last Friday I played Centre des Loisirs in Kapuskasing, where everybody's sitting down, and it's their glass of wine, there's candles on the tables, and, so this is more of a kind of a chill, more talk to people, tell stories, that kind of vibe,
It's got to know how to read and how to adapt to different settings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Because when Mark, the people that see us on the show, we talk in a certain way, but then when we hosted Rock on the River, we could talk a little bit of a different way because it's in front of an adult, like, and it's sort of like
you got to read the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
We said a couple things there we'd never say on this stream show, but
bombs there when you're not.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to read the audience. And because obviously I love Cochrane, by the way. I worked there for 3 years at Tembec. To me, that's the best smaller community I've ever seen, and I've seen a ton of them. Very, very French, and so is Timmins, but you're performing Cochrane and Cap. So do you do a 50-50 French and English? Like, do you make adjustments in your music, or it's just your music is your music?
Yeah, no, I make adjustments, and the way when I speak as well. So when I play Hearst, Kapuskasing, I'll probably speak 90% in French, and yes, I'll add more French songs because I know which songs. I used to live in Hearst, so I know what songs were playing on the radio, and I know today what songs still play on the radio there, the local radio. So I kind of add those songs to the set. When I play Cochrane, Timmins, anywhere else, then I'll speak more in English because the majority just understand or speak English. So, and then the music will reflect that. I'll still play some French songs because I'm French and I like to play French songs, and I think people appreciate that. So I still do that. But I'll adjust to
there it is.
Wherever I am.
There. He's doing it all, Kinsman. He's doing it all.
You know what's hard to do is my Cheers to Friday to do both. That
in French and in English.
Oh, man, this is mind-boggling because I have to kind of shift my thinking. I don't know if you guys are bilingual, but when I speak in English, I have to think in English, and when I speak in French, I have to think in French.
Right.
So I have to switch my brain back and forth, and sometimes I kind of mix words together, and then I can't remember if I was talking French or English. And
right. That was another question I wanted to ask you, Mitch. How I Love You, obviously, is for the English ears. But, if you were to stand up there and sing it entirely in French, are you able to do that on a whim, or
it wouldn't work?
Doesn't work that way.
You can't just translate like that. No.
Yeah.
It would have to be rewritten.
With the French tongue.
Yeah, with the French tongue, it would have to the words would change the way it's said because it wouldn't rhyme. It wouldn't rhyme at all, and it would just rhythmically it wouldn't work. French takes about probably double the words to say what you want to say in English. something like that. Like it's way more words in French when you speak in French than in English.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. You ever try and like use the Google Translate and never comes out right? It would be the same. Well, let's put a song in Google Translate tonight, and we'll find what comes out of there.
Like 2 paragraphs long.
Yeah, it's freaking funny.
And then you copy and paste it, thinking that it's correct, and then it's totally baffles someone reading it.
What's funny is when you throw it in there and then you throw it back.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
So then it changes it again, and it's totally not the same thing.
At all.
There's a great question. Do you find the timing French words to songs harder than timing the English words? It's actually a real good question.
Timing.
Yeah.
Timing French words. Timing.
Yeah, like sort of like like the timing in music for the lyrics match the music is more challenging for an English version of a song or a French version of a song. I assume this is what he's asking. It's what I'm asking.
Like the rhythm of when you're.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking he's timing the rhythm. I think that's what Mark's trying to get at there.
Like
a syllable, he says.
Like syllable. Timing. No, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same because because English language and French language both have rhythm patterns and pitch, right? So when we speak, we're kind of singing when we speak, but we're just on the same note kind of thing, right? And then. But when we sing, we just kind of accentuate those vowels. So it's the same for French and English. It's kind of the same thing. It just adds to be written that way. But you can't just
switch to one or the other.
One or the other because the song won't work rhythmically.
Yeah, you can't copy and paste, Kinsman. So don't be asking this at the next Mitch Jean concert. Okay, you did in English. I want to hear French.
I want to hear French.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, that's right.
It's written in the set language with the music. Right. Yeah, exactly. So when you write, because when we write songs, we typically you can write lyrics. Sometimes I'm just going to write lyrics like that, and then the lyric will influence kind of the music, the harmony, the melody, and the rhythm of the song. But ultimately. You write the lyrics. For me, sometimes it's easier to have a guitar and kind of work those words and work the lyrics with the rhythm at the same time, kind of thing.
I ask every artist, Kinsman. I'm always curious about this, and I've always gotten different answers. But so you got a vision of a new song in your head. Yeah. So what usually pops in first? Is it the lyrics or is it the music?
It's different. It's sometimes different. Sometimes it's so we got most of the songwriters or anyone, I guess, we have this little recorder in our phones, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it's a melody that just pops up. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I just grab my phone and I blah blah blah. I mumble that melody. I sing that melody in my phone just to keep it. Oh, okay. Or sometimes it's a catchy phrase. Sometimes it's a catchy phrase, and then okay, cool. This is a cool phrase. That would be a cool song title or an idea or whatever. And then so I write it down. I just email it to myself. Or sometimes it's a guitar riff or something.
Okay.
That can influence the song. Yeah. That can trigger the idea. But I find the more I'm doing it, especially co-writing with people, I find writing the lyrics first before even working out music is the best way to go. Because I think the song, because nowadays the song is lyrically driven. It's the lyric content needs to be strong. If you have strong lyric and something that really connects with someone, and I think the music will just kind of amplify that, so instead of focusing just on the music and then adding lyrics to that, and hopefully that'll work. I think the best way is to have a strong story, a strong concept lyrically, and then that music is just going to support that, and the music just
writes itself.
Yeah, it's going to write itself with the influence by the rhythm of the lines and the feel of the story, kind of thing.
A lot goes through an artist's mind. This is what
a lot like How I Love You did that with the music. So when we started to produce this song, it just, that's what it felt like. So it felt like this groove, it felt like this guitar, and then that guitar solo that I made, that's what it felt like, from the lyrics. So it just wrote, the music just kind of developed around it. Yeah.
Chad asked, will we be seeing you at the summer concert series this year? So that's a Timmins event. I believe it's weekly. So do you have, I know we talked about Full Beard. You should definitely give the folks over there a call because they're awesome. But you didn't mention any Timmins dates yet, have you?
No,
okay.
I don't have any Timmins dates yet.
Yeah, well, we definitely have to get them here. I think Full Beard's the perfect spot.
Full Beard would definitely take the stage. And again, Eric Girard, give him a call there and see how he did.
Yeah.
No, just call Benji and Jonathan.
Yeah, Benji and Jonathan.
They're already waiting for his call. Yeah, they already commented on the show.
Sounds like they got good beer too.
Yeah, yes, they tell them about the good beer, Kinsman.
705s, yeah, our Kins and Klop Live 705s. You know what, Mitch? If you perform there, we're gonna put a bucket right in front of your. We'll provide your rider. It's gonna be a Kins and Klop Live rider.
There you go. Perfect.
We'll keep you hydrated for the night.
we know how to bribe them all there. That's one of our skill sets. So for the few folks that don't know, where can they go to find your music?
So first off, you can go to www.mitchjean.com. That's my website. And from there, you can go anywhere. All the music's there for free. You can watch all the videos. You can actually sign up to be a slinger. That's my group of followers.
Okay.
And if you sign up, you provide the email and you become a slinger, you get an immediate 10% off on all merchandise on my website. Oh, wow. We got nice hoodies, we got nice shirts, hats, and all that kind of stuff. You also get news on, you're the first one to know when tickets are on sale for shows. You're the first one to know when there's something coming out. You get special access to certain things. And there's all kinds of cool stuff. Also, my Facebook page, Mitch Jean Music. You can check that out. You can follow it if you haven't followed. A lot of cool stuff there. And then obviously on Instagram and Spotify and Amazon Music, iTunes, all these places. All my music is there. Yeah,
he's everywhere, Kinsman. He's
ripping up the charts. And again, you see, people adding your music daily. You were added to the 2022 Canadian Country playlist on Spotify. Like, it's got to be exciting when you get that notification saying, when people are, flipping through the music, they're adding you to their playlist.
It is. I have a big list that I have to thank there right now. I haven't had time to kind of. People are just adding them to playlists, so it's really great. It's really I'm really grateful for all the support, and my song was picked up by Canadian Country Radio down south, and it was featured one weekend across Canada. That was really cool. So we're just pushing that song as much as we can. We're working hard at it, and I gotta thank you guys for doing this too.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for coming on.
A community boy and his family kicking some ass, and we love these stories. We
love getting the update. When he was last on our show, we said, Mitch, we need you to come back with an update, and a couple of years later, it's nice to. Yeah, nice to have you back and see all the, basically the sky's the limit for you. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, much more music to come.
All right, there he is, Kinsman. Well, thanks so much. We definitely we're definitely going to be checking out some live performances this year. Hopefully, one of them in Timmins, and keep that pedal to the metal, man.
Yeah, man, thank you.
You're a good man. All right, Mitch.
All right, talk soon.
Take care. Mitch.
Cheers.
Bye.
Let's thank our sponsors for tonight's show. Without our sponsors, the show doesn't happen. Again, Thanks again for Mitch Jean for hopping on tonight. And thanks for DAP Cleaning Solutions. Andrew N. talking to Ann just a few days ago. She still has spring cleaning spots, but running low. So make sure you're in there to get your commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed. She's into cleaning services, carpet cleaning, janitorial service, stripping, waxing floors, windows, anything you need sanitized. Give DAP Cleaning Solutions a call, 705-465-3500. And come drive for Lucian. Come to the front of the bus, and you could be driving, as quick as, a week or 20 hours of training. And off you go, running with Pat and their crew at Lucian Transportation. Again, they've got a March driving recruitment still happening. $2,000 for sign-on bonuses for new drivers, and current drivers who recruit a new driver will even pick up a $1,000 recruitment bonus. So give Lucian Transportation a call today.
Kinsman, my dogs are getting excited. I should say, right before we go off the air, we are giving away 2 movie passes tonight.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we've got 2 tickets to Imagine Cinemas. So we'll give those away shortly. And V&M Renovations, Justin and Matt looking for your spring reno. A lot of comments saying, you know what, it's time to tackle the bathroom. It's time now. I can almost see maybe the back deck, which needs to be done. Well, don't put it off this year. 705-372-3832. Justin and Matt from V&M Renovations will give you a free estimate, free quotes. And how about the Timmins Rock? Coming off a couple of back-to-back losses, but as they wrapped up the regular season today in French River, 6-4 loss to the Rapids. But now the boys will get ready for the playoff season and the playoff crunch. Hopefully we'll have that schedule released, and we'll release it right here on the show. Also wanted to mention, if you get your season tickets renewal for the Timmins Rock, it will include your playoff tickets for Timmins Rock. So get the details at timminsrock.com. And who has tried this? Squish Candy. If you are looking for something really tasty, really different, this is what's at Plant-Based Marché. Of course, this is where you can have candy made entirely from plant-based ingredients. The vegan collection is for everyone, no matter your diet. And yes, you can put 2 candies, normal candy and plant-based candy side by side, and you wouldn't even know the difference. And of course, this week's Grab and Goes, which, they change weekly. Shawarma Buddha Bowls, NLF mac and cheese. Someone asked what NLF is. That's Northern Lights Fromagerie mac and cheese. So everything's made right here in-house at 175 3rd Avenue. And they also have, want to go back to that screen just quickly there, Clown? They've got the basil shrimp stir fry and epic maple chicken fried rice. If you haven't tried the rice, that's a definite starter at Plant-Based Marché. 175 3rd Ave is where they're at. In Timmins Con, April 9th and 10th. Chance to see all sorts of greats. We had the chance to chat with Katie DeCobre. She's going to be dressed as Wonder Woman Club. And, of course, Daniel Cudmore coming to Timmins. Only we're almost within 2 weeks away. And Lost City, the Lost City now playing at Imagine Cinema 6. Your chance to hop on and buy some tickets at imaginecinemas.com. And, of course, sit in the luxury recliners. Or if you just wait a few minutes, we'll give away 2 tickets tonight. Get you over to see Colin and Gina and crew at Imagine Cinemas. And how about Albert Sports and Workwear? Looking for some boots? She's making way for her spring and summer wear. So Chantel blowing out boots. Here's just a small piece of what's on sale. Boreal boots, size 8 and 10, regular price. Or the sale price is $40. Regular price for those Actons, $149, on sale for $75. It's a size 11 in stock. Youth size 6, Columbia's sale price $40. As you can see, everything slashed. Even Sorel's ladies size 12, regular price $134, on sale for $60. So go visit Albert Sports and Workwear and get yourself in for a great deal. And again, we've got some big news with Albert's coming up April the 1. So don't go too far for that detail. And your Timmins and downtown Timmins, BIA, Klopp wrapping this up on Friday. This was the Win This Space submissions. And tomorrow we find out who's actually in the running for this?
That's right. They're going to name 5 semi-finalists to go to the Dragon's Den style. And one person's going to win rent-free for 1 year. Pretty good.
For
dude.
1 year, $50,000 in benefits for this business when they do win. This is, an entrepreneur looking to, use that space rent-free. And again, you get free marketing as well for your business. So again, all the details for it at yourdowntowntimmins.com. And again, the Seizure and Brain Injury Center, we were down there yesterday to celebrate and honor Purple Day. Of course, the entire month of March is Epilepsy Awareness Month. And we were down there for Purple Day yesterday, hanging out with the ladies and the fine crew at the Seizure and Brain Injury Center in Timmins. Their new location, which is 221 3rd Ave, Unit 106.
All right, pal. Now it's time to give away some tickets. Are you ready for this or what?
Movie tickets, yes. We're going to get in touch again. Whoever wins these, we'll get in touch with Colin, and we'll get you in touch with the voucher, which will get you some free movies. Again, The Lost City. It's got, what is it, Tate and Channing.
It's got Tate Channing. Hey, I trust me. You got to see Spider-Man if you haven't seen that yet, and the new Batman. Ashley Allen, pal.
Ashley Allen off to Cinema 6. And again, we'll get in touch with Ashley after the show, and you can get yourself off to the movies. We'll get Colin over at Imagine Cinemas. Again, a big thanks to Colin and Gina Faca hopping on with Kids and Clop Live well over a year now, and great partnership with them.
All right, pal. So I want you to go back into your radio voice and close it out, because one more time, we are going to play How I Love You from Mitch Jean. He's going to close it out with, he's replacing our song from our usual entering. It's Mitch Jean night, pal. Are you ready to?
It's Mitch Jean night. You want me to tee it up again?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. On Kids and Clop Live, we're going to wrap up tonight's show with Mitch Jean's latest single. You can find it on Spotify all around the world, and right here on Kids and Clop Live. The single is called How I Love You on Kids and Clop Live. Have a great night.
You're always thinking that you're not enough. You set the bar so high you think you'll never measure up. Don't have a clue how I love you. You're always thinking that I love and leave. There's a million other girls you bet are better for me. You don't have a clue how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt a feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. You put my heart back together when the pieces running hide. I've seen you smile a million times, but the way it shines still feels brand new. Oh, how I love you. I bet you don't believe it, but I kinda love the sound of you screaming at the TV when they miss the bar down. It's impossible not to. Oh, how I love you. I love you more than Romeo loved Juliet. I never felt a feeling like the one I get when I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never want to lose. That's how I love you. yeah. And I never felt the feeling I don't wanna get. When I look into your eyes and see the only thing I never wanna lose. I still love you on the days when I don't say it too well. I love you even when you just can't love yourself. And even on the worst days, you're the best damn thing I've ever locked into. That's how I love you. That's how I love you. That's how